Hello, Falcon families. My name is Katie Berger. I'm principal of Valley High School. And today I'm with my family and community engagement liaison, Lisa Lozano Scott. And we are going to talk to you about an important survey that is coming your way very soon called the Parent Commitment Survey. As you may know, the district approved a tentative plan for returning to a hybrid model at the different grade levels. The tentative return date for high school is January 4th. That's beginning of spring semester, right after winter break. This date is tentative, meaning that it is dependent on making sure COVID rates are low in our community, and we will only return to school when it is safe. In summer, you completed a survey where they asked you whether you wanted to have your students return to school or not when the option presented itself. We're asking you to take that survey again because it's been a couple months and your decision may have changed. All parents must complete a survey per child. If you have more than one child at Valley High School, you'll put in the information for those children on Valley Survey. If you also have a child at another school, you'll be completing that survey for that school. Once we know how many students will be returning to our site, we're going to create student schedules for next semester. Choose carefully, as you won't be able to make changes once the survey is submitted and schedules are created. The information you provide us will tell us how the schedules need to be made. The first choice you can choose is something called hybrid learning. In hybrid learning, the student will be returning to school one day a week, and that day will be assigned by the school. The rest of the time, the student may be working remotely or individually. When students are in school, they must wear a mask at all times while they're on campus and also follow social distancing rules. We are going to follow safety protocols to ensure your student and our staff are safe. Please consider your own family and personal circumstances when choosing this type of learning. Do you have transportation? Do you have childcare? Are there any health issues? The second option you can choose is online learning. And if you choose this option, the child will continue to work online from home. It's teacher-led instruction as well as independent work. The student will continue to do the school work from home in a safe and secure environment. At this point, I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Lozano Scott, who will take us through the survey so you can see what's going to be asked.
Parents will get a link to the survey, and the link would look something like this. So you would go ahead and just click on the link that gives you access to the Valley survey. Once you open the link, you'll see our Valley logo. You can go ahead and read some of the basic information, which is pretty much what Mrs. Berger has already shared with you. You can go ahead and review that. Then on the bottom, you're going to see a next button. You're going to go ahead and click on the next button, and that will give you access to add your students' information. In this case, I'm a parent at Valley, and I have 2 children, and I'll go ahead and add the information for each one of my students. So I'll go ahead and start with my first child. I'm going to add the first name, which is Melissa. Then I'll go ahead and do the last name, Lozano. You continue with the date of birth. The next question is asking you for the ID number and the grade. My student is a freshman. Does your child have an IEP or is in special education? I will go ahead and say no to this question. She's not in special ed or has an IEP. The next one is your personal and family choice, whether you decide that you want your child to do the fully online or the hybrid program. And the hybrid is partially on-site and online. So you would go ahead and make your own personal decision on this. For the sake of the survey, I'll go ahead and just choose the fully online for my child. Does the child have an electronic device that's working properly, a Chromebook? I'm going to go ahead and say yes. Same thing with the internet. At this point, every student should have access to internet and a computer, and they should be connecting with their teachers every day. Any comments? I do not have any comments for the school, but this is where you would add anything that you would want us to know prior to submitting the survey. Do you have another child attending Valley? I'll go ahead and say yes to this question so you can see that I can go ahead and add a second student to the survey. So my second child, her name is Catherine Berger. I'll do a date of birth. Same thing, ID number, grade. She is sophomore. Same thing, does the student have an IEP or is in special education? I would say no to that. And once again, you would make your choice whether you want the student to do fully online or hybrid. I'll go ahead and choose the fully online for this purpose. Chromebook, yes. Internet, yes. Any comments? I do not want any comments. And do I have any other student attending Valley? I only have 2 children at Valley, so I'll go ahead and just say no to that question. And then the next button takes me to another window where you're gonna have to click on the submit button to make sure that you turn in your application to us, and and then you receive confirmation that it's been submitted. So once you click on submit, then it tells you thank you for submitting the survey, and you're done and set with your choice for the next semester.
Thank you, Ms. Lozano Scott. As I mentioned early, return to school is tentative based on COVID rates in the community and whether it is safe to do so. Remember that your child's safety is our utmost priority here at Valley High School. If you have any questions, please contact our office at 714-241-6410, or you can contact Ms. Lozano Scott at 714-752-3655. Please remember we need your information so that we can make our student schedules. Once we receive this information and we make our student schedules, then you will receive more information regarding next semester. Thank you for your support, and we'll talk to you soon.